Hey guys, ZBN News here, and welcome to my review of Manchester United versus Bournemouth. The game ended 2-1 to Manchester United. And I thought, to be honest, we played pretty decent overall in the entire game, but in the first half we were rather poor. We lacked a lot of energy, power, desire. We were getting pressed by Bournemouth. We were pretty much getting outclassed. Not outclassed, I think that might be an exaggeration. We were getting outplayed by Bournemouth. They tactically got us right, got in our faces, didn't give us time, and it didn't help that we were playing the likes of Fellaini and Herrera in the middle, in defensive midfield role, because that pairing didn't really work. I don't think any pairing with Mara and Fellaini will ever work for Manchester United, but I'll go into that a little bit deeper later. I thought offensively we weren't able to string the pass together. Wayne Rooney was pretty poor, but defensively we were superb throughout the entire game. I thought Eric Bailly, fantastic man of the match performance. He got man of the match. I wouldn't give him man of the match. I think Tony V deserves a shout, and Ibrahimovic obviously deserves a shout for that beautiful goal he scored, which I'll talk about later. Luke Shaw and Bay and Blint were superb. Valencia was very good, though. He put in a fantastic ball for Ibrahimovic. Sorry, no, he didn't put a fantastic ball for Ibrahimovic. He put a fantastic ball in towards Ibrahimovic in the first half, and in the second half he put a good ball in, which Martial snapshot volleyed, which Wayne Rooney then headed in. Zlatan scored from range, and the first goal was a rather calamitous time for Francis, I believe, the captain of Bournemouth. Made a couple of errors. I wouldn't say errors, they were accidents, I suppose you could call them. And led to us opening the scoring when we really didn't deserve to be leading. I think it was very unfair on Bournemouth. But in the first half, we defended very well. David De Gea produced a couple of saves in the game. I mean, you can't really talk about David De Gea. I think he's just excellent. There's nothing more to talk about him. But in the second half, I thought we really did up our game, and there's a lot of things I'd like to talk about actually about the second half. I thought, on a whole, right, there's just something I have to get off my chest, right. Marouane Fellaini was picked to play in this game, right. Everyone was saying Jose Mourinho has to be Manchester United manager, okay, because there's one thing he does do, and that's win games, okay. And he showed today that he's not going to pick the team on who the best players are. He's going to pick the team on who the best players are to play against our opponents. And I can't stress that anymore. He's picked the best team to play against our opponents, not picking... It's not about picking Pogba, Rooney, Ibrahimovic, Mata. It's not about picking our very best players. It's about picking the players which can play the very best against the opponents which we are facing. Sorry about that. Got a bit distracted there. So if he's picking Fellaini, he's picking him for a reason, and you've got to trust that. And the reason today was Fellaini was sitting in our box and heading every single ball clear that came into the Manchester United penalty area. He was absolutely fantastic today. Not fantastic, sorry. He did his job fantastically well, let's say that. He did his job fantastically well today. And he was unbelievable at heading the ball clear from corners. Defensively, if you re-watch the game, I mean, I watched it when I was watching the game, but if you re-watch it and you see Marouane Fellaini come up and head that ball clear countless of times, and then you will understand. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit distracted. The athletics is behind me, but you will understand what Marouane Fellaini brought today, and that's just something I just wanted to say. I thought Fellaini had one of his better performances anyway, but today he was used for a reason, and we've got to trust Jose Mourinho. Because we call for Jose Mourinho, and he's going to do things like this that we're not going to like, but he's doing it to win the game. And you can't say... I don't like when people slate Louis van Gaal for doing it and then be like, oh, Jose's a tactical genius. Okay. Anyway, that probably didn't make that much sense, but I really can't explain that. It'll take way too long for me to explain this. I can do a separate video on it. But what I will say is that Martial really was very poor in the game. I just don't think he's at the races yet, fitness-wise, and that's not something we should be worried about. Martial will come good. He's a fantastic footballer. I don't want people to worry about that. He got 2 assists today. They were very fluky. In a sense, really. They really, really were fluky. But the most important thing we need to take out of this game is that Wayne Rooney really isn't up to this. He's not up to it. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he is. He's old, but he's got talent. That guy has got talent. That was a bloody brilliant goal he scored today. Absolutely fantastic. Top draw finish from the man. He took the game out the scruff of the neck and he bloody banged it in, man. What a goal. Honestly, oh my days, it was fantastic. And that flick for Wayne Rooney, Jesus Christ. This guy, honestly, he's so good. And we should be really happy that we've got this guy because he's bringing the fear factor back to Manchester United. And finally, I want to say that Juan Mata needs to get game time because he's a quality footballer and he showed that today. He was brilliant on the ball. Ander Herrera, again, was just uber cool in the second half. But Mata needs to get more game time. And really, I just want to finish it off by saying this, right? Jose Mourinho, he's here to fucking win this. He's here to fucking win this league, all right? He brings Schneiderlin on as his defensive substitutes. He brings on lots of different defensive things. But he's got the desire to win the game. He showed it today. We got the goals and then we just went, right, that's it. Bad enough. Park the bus. End of story. And we didn't give them a sniff. We gave them one chance, which was so sloppy. And I'm disappointed to see that, to be honest. Because I wanted a clean sheet from my fantasy league. I got Valencia in there. And he needs to be getting me them clean sheets. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but really, he's just another thing, Jose Mourinho. And he's going to bring the title back to Manchester United. No doubt about that.